Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sunday and way busy day, but I thought that this video deserved me taking the time out of Sunday to get it up ASAP. So this video is about a reseller that I'm not familiar with, I have never heard of, and I apologize to him ahead of time. But apparently a reseller, a shoe and sneaker reseller in Cincinnati in Ohio called Heart and Soul Cincy. He has a store, an online store. Looks like he has a lot of sales on Instagram, and I think I saw an eBay store, and he probably sells on some of the niche sites like Depop or Grown. I'm not 100% positive, but I'm certain he has his own online store as well, and I'm 100% sure that he's selling to you guys sneakers and shoes directly out through his social media and Instagram. So this looks like it happened on April 1st, I believe the date was. He has a storage unit where he holds all of his inventory. I'll try to put some screenshots up, some pictures up, and he had approximately $100,000 worth of value of shoes that he had for sale. Obviously, this is where he stored his inventory. He probably, worked on selling all these shoes, and then he'd go to the storage unit and grab them and ship them for you guys and his audience and his customers. And somebody broke in to the storage unit while he was gone. He came back to his storage unit, probably just another day at work, and came into the storage unit, and lo and behold, there is his storage unit empty of shoes of over $100,000 worth of inventory. I'm gonna try to reach out to him, message him, see if he wants to do like a little short interview or something, not for this video, but for another one for this week, maybe on Instagram or Facebook or here on YouTube. I don't know. I'll see if he wants to talk about it. He was actually in his local news. It popped up on some websites and news stories. And yeah, so what is crazy is he actually has the surveillance footage. Obviously, he made a police report and all that, and the storage unit had surveillance footage showing the thieves rolling the carts in. Again, I'm going to put some screenshots all while I'm talking during this video, rolling into his storage unit and piling them up and rolling out of the storage facility. It's horrible. So first, I just want to say, most important for people that don't stay to the end of the video, he has a GoFundMe. Last I checked, it was up at like $7,600. So I'll link his GoFundMe below if you want to toss him a couple dollars, help him get his inventory back up and running. It's how he makes his living. It's how he feeds his family, pays his bills. So I understand it completely. I have a storage unit. I've changed locks. I've done stuff. It's just super important that, we help each other out, especially in something that they can't prevent because a bunch of scumbags decided they were going to steal all the shoes. Couple of points I want to make here. One, I hope he's really scouring Craigslist and OfferUp and the local sites, the local cash sites, because inevitably some of these are going to pop up on there. If you live local to him and you happen to see this stuff or somebody offers them to you for sale, please reach out to him, and maybe it can result in catching the idiots that did this and help him get back some of his inventory, if not, everything. So, point two, the storage facility. They definitely should have had better security. Anybody that has a code into a storage unit, at least in mine, can get into the unit 24 hours a day, basically. Security cameras are a deterrent. They're not a stop. So yeah, it's really hard to stop anybody who wants to get into a storage unit who has a code or into a facility from getting in there. As far as them getting into your actual storage unit, yeah, it's hard. It can be done. Some units have the locks where they can be bolt cut, so I suppose that is a possibility. I don't know his particular storage unit or how it was set up or what kind of locks he had. Second off, some of the locks, some of you might have storage units or are familiar with these. They're kind of those cylinder circle locks. Much harder. I highly recommend those. They could still be destroyed if somebody wanted to take time to drill through it and do it late at night. Really, again, not stopping it. Next point, insurance. If you have a storage unit, most storage facilities will offer you insurance against damage, theft, flooding, all sorts of stuff like that. I have insurance on my facility. What you want to do is definitely insure it for way more than you paid for it, but not up into the level of the resale value, because remember, insurance companies are going to pay you off what you paid for it. You have to be able to prove the cost. They're not going to pay you because you bought a pair of shoes for $100 and you say they're worth $1,000. They might be worth $1,000, but it's really hard to get the insurance to pay you for that. So definitely cover what you paid for it, and you can try to get more out of them, but good luck fighting the insurance company. So that's what I've done. And the insurance is pretty cheap in the grand scheme of things. I think my insurance is like $11 a month. You can also add that to your own if you have a general liability or an umbrella policy through an insurance company like Ashland Haddon, like we have. You can definitely add that to your business insurance as well. I believe I did do a double coverage on that just in the event of something catastrophic happening. Remember, I live in Florida. We have hurricanes. These storage facilities are solidly made, but in the event that their roof blows off, I am on the top floor. Well, not the top floor. I'm near the top. So I think it has like 4 or 5 floors. I'm on one of those. So the roof could blow off and it could get flooded. And so I was like, I need to cover all my inventory. I have tens of thousands of dollars, probably close to what he had in his inventory in my storage unit. So beyond that, that's my next point. The last point, and I'm not going to shift any kind of blame to him or point any fingers or whatever. It's just a question. Was this totally random? Did these guys just break into a random storage unit and pluck out $100,000 worth of shoes? Or is it possible that they maybe followed him? Did they maybe watch him? Did they maybe have an idea? Possibly they seen him, you know, unloading his storage unit on a previous occasion. Like, let's just say they were in their storage unit or doing something nefarious there. They saw this guy come out with 10, 15 pairs of sneakers, or maybe they were walking down the hallway and they saw him in his storage unit and said, whoa, like write that number storage unit down, and they just came back later and did it. Again, not his fault. It just shows you, like, kind of be aware of your surroundings and who's watching you and who's looking. When I go in my storage unit, you know, I'm always looking around trying to see who's there. It's unpreventable, unfortunately, because you can't control who's going to stroll past the thing. Hopefully he didn't do any business in that storage unit. This is just a tip for you. Don't do business at your storage unit. Don't let your local customers know what you have in your unit, how much is in your unit, where your unit is, your unit number. I've actually moved units 2 or 3 times, so it's just a safety thing. I'm not paranoid, but you can see what can happen. So definitely keep your head on a swivel and keep going. I'll link his GoFundMe below. Terrible. I feel bad for the guy. Hopefully he recovers as many of them as possible, catches these thieves, and gets, you know, as much money back as he can. Again, we're up to $7,500. I know you guys will help him out a little bit, and I know we can get him to $10,000 today. So whatever you guys can do is awesome. $5, $3, whatever. It all helps. Every dollar adds up. So hopefully he takes more precautions with the next storage unit, gets some insurance. That's my biggest tip to him, and everything goes well for him. But again, not his fault at all. It's just a bunch of scumbag people who think that it's cool to hurt somebody's business, their livelihood, their well-being, their food on their table for their families, their kids, their wives, their whatever. And I think it's a really shitty thing to do. So if you're the guys that did this and you're Google searching yourself and you find this video, I hope they catch you, and I hope, because it was such a high amount, that it's a crazy big grand theft felony, and I hope you do some years in prison and have to pay this guy restitution for all those little day job, 40-cent an hour jobs you do in jail, and whatever money you may or may not have at home. And I hope they find all those shoes. So have a wonderful Sunday, guys. Stay safe out there. And if this was you, Cincy, heart and soul, reach out to me, rockstarflipper@gmail.com, and I want to talk to you more about it. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.